Oscar Piastri's 2025 championship hopes took a heavy blow in São Paulo. What should have been a statement weekend for the young Australian turned into one of the most hotly debated moments of the Formula One season. A 10-second penalty that changed everything. It wasn't just a setback, it was a spark that reignited the conversation about racing standards, risk, and what it really means to fight for a world title. It started on lap 6 of the Brazilian Grand Prix. The safety car peeled in, engines roared, and the Interlagos crowd rose to its feet. Piastri, sitting behind Kimi Antonelli and Charles Leclerc, could sense opportunity. The pack bunched up, the tension built, and as they launched down the main straight, Oscar darted to the inside, a flash of papaya orange diving for a space that barely existed. For a split second, it looked brilliant. The kind of move you replay for years. Bold, desperate, audacious. But then came the lockup. The front left tire screeched, the car twitched, and in the blink of an eye, the McLaren clipped Antonelli's Mercedes. Antonelli was pushed wide into Leclerc's Ferrari, sending the red car sliding helplessly into the barriers. The grandstands gasped. Leclerc's race was over before it had begun. Moments later, the stewards were investigating. By lap 10, the message appeared on the timing screens. Car 81, 10-second time penalty for causing a collision. 2 more penalty points on the license. The decision seemed final, but the fallout was just beginning. For Piastri, the penalty meant the end of a podium dream. For his championship campaign, it meant disaster. He had come to Brazil trailing his McLaren teammate Lando Norris by only 14 points. After this, the gap stretched to 24. 3 races left, a mountain to climb. But more than the math, it was the meaning that stung. Formula One is built on fine margins. The difference between courage and chaos, between a hero move and a headline mistake. Oscar believed he'd done nothing wrong. When asked afterward if he regretted the attempt, his answer was immediate. No, I don't think so. There was a clear gap, and I went for it. The guys ahead braked late. I locked up a little, but Kimi left no room. I can't vanish. It was classic Piastri, measured but unflinching. He has never been the driver to hide behind excuses. He races with conviction, and that conviction is what got him to Formula One in the first place. But the stewards saw it differently. They ruled that he lacked sufficient overlap to claim the inside line, meaning the responsibility was entirely his. The FIA's guidelines are strict. A driver's front axle must reach at least the midpoint of the other car before the corner. Oscar was short by a fraction. Former drivers were divided. Martin Brundle called it a tough call, saying he would have taken the same risk every time. Jolyon Palmer felt the punishment didn't fit the crime, suggesting the outcome, Leclerc's retirement, influenced the stewards more than the move itself. Even Leclerc, the innocent victim, surprised everyone by defending Oscar. "That's racing," he said. "I don't think he deserved a penalty." So who was right? Was it a reckless gamble or the essence of Formula One itself? The truth lies somewhere in between. Great drivers push boundaries. That's how they become great. Ayrton Senna, Michael Schumacher, Lewis Hamilton, all have lived on that edge where victory and disaster share the same line. Piastri's move was born from that same instinct, the refusal to wait, the hunger to strike. The incident also exposed a growing tension inside McLaren. Publicly, the team insists both drivers are free to race. Privately, the atmosphere is intense. Norris has been the model of consistency all year, scoring podiums when Oscar took risks. But the Brazilian weekend forced team principal Andrea Stella into difficult territory. How do you manage 2 drivers fighting for the same crown without tearing the garage apart? As the media frenzy grew, McLaren stayed silent, choosing not to appeal. Behind closed doors, though, the engineers ran endless data reviews. Could Oscar have braked a meter earlier? Was Antonelli's squeeze unavoidable? Every detail mattered because in Formula One, perception shapes legacy. For Oscar, the focus quickly shifted forward. The Las Vegas Grand Prix looms, a high-speed night race under neon lights, unpredictable and unforgiving. "The only thing I can do is move on," he said quietly in the media pen. "We've got 3 races left. It's still possible. We just have to be perfect." But perfection is a tall order when pressure mounts. The penalty points on his license now total 8, 4 more, and he'll face an automatic race ban. A nightmare scenario. That means every move from now until Abu Dhabi carries double weight. Go too hard, risk another sanction. Play it too safe, and the title slips away. Fans are divided. Social media erupted after the race. Some call the penalty a disgrace, accusing the FIA of killing hard racing. Others say it was clear-cut, proof that even young stars must learn restraint. And in that debate lies the heart of modern Formula One, the struggle between spectacle and safety, between the gladiator spirit and the rulebook. Still, the data tells a story. Before Brazil, Oscar's racecraft had been nearly flawless. He'd scored 6 podiums and 2 wins in his sophomore season. McLaren's resurgence had been built on the chemistry between its drivers, 2 young talents pushing each other to new heights. But Brazil tested that harmony. Norris's calm precision contrasts sharply with Piastri's fiery ambition. It's Senna Prost, reborn in papaya orange. The next few weeks will define not just the championship, but perhaps McLaren's long-term future. If Piastri responds with victories, he'll prove he's more than just a rising star. He's a future world champion. If frustration gets the better of him, Norris may seize control of both the title and the team. And yet, despite everything, there's a quiet admiration even among critics, because Piastri dared. He risked everything in that single moment at turn 1. Most drivers would have waited. He didn't. He went for glory, and glory in Formula One doesn't always reward patience. When the cars line up in Las Vegas, Oscar will carry more than a 24-point deficit. He'll carry the weight of expectation. Every fan, every commentator, every rival will be watching, waiting to see if the young Australian can turn heartbreak into redemption. His rivals know that a wounded Piastri can be dangerous. He's methodical, analytical, but when his back is against the wall, he finds another gear. And in Formula One, that's often what separates champions from contenders. The Brazilian Grand Prix may have taken away a podium, but it also revealed something deeper about Oscar Piastri. His belief that a racer's job is to go for it, no matter the cost. In a world of telemetry and strategy calls, that raw instinct is rare. Maybe that's why so many fans see in him a glimpse of what Formula One used to be: unpredictable, passionate, human. As we approach the season's climax, Las Vegas, Qatar, Abu Dhabi, the numbers are against him, but the story isn't finished. Because if motorsport has taught us anything, it's that fortune can change in an instant. A safety car, a pit stop error, a twist of fate, and suddenly, the impossible becomes real again. So as the lights shine on the strip and the desert air hums with tension, remember this moment in Brazil. The lockup, the contact, the penalty. It could be the turning point that either defines Oscar Piastri's heartbreak or his rebirth. One way or another, he's not backing down, because that's what racers do. They chase the next corner. They live on that edge where glory and regret blur into one. If you've enjoyed following this journey and want to see how it unfolds, make sure to hit subscribe, tap the bell, and join us for the next chapter of the 2025 Formula One season. The fight isn't over, not for Oscar Piastri, not for McLaren, and not for the millions of fans who still believe that the boldest moves make the best champions.